Estoy nervioso, amigos, porque voy a hablar. Ahorita seguimos yo y Nancy.
The best examples I have of what happens when you put your head down and just do what you're afraid of. They're not going to be giving you a hashtag that unlocks your account and makes everything viral. They didn't do that. They just outworked everyone else, including me. And so Mario and Nancy, now we're gonna, as soon as Mario and Nancy are done, we're gonna go ahead and end the day. I will come up here briefly, so they'll have a short stint here. I'll come up here briefly just to prepare you for where to be, when to be there tomorrow, and then we want you to enjoy the night. Go make content. Go get dinner. Be with your team. Associate with people, have fun, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So, Mario and Nancy Guillen. Mario, as far as ranks are concerned, Mario is a presidential sapphire. Nancy is now a presidential director. They built Primera.
Thank you, guys. Well, as you can see, I'm shaking like a dog right now. I'm nervous, right? But we have to conquer our fears, right, to make it to the next step. Now, I wrote mine down, and okay, thank God my wife is next to me, right? So I wrote something down, right? And last night I was tossing and turning. What am I going to say, right? So we all have to write it down to remember. So, excuse me, I know I'm nervous. But first of all, I want to give all glory to God for having me here. And standing in front of y'all, it's something special. It's a privilege to be here. We all grow together. We all learn together. And that's why I'm here to tell my story. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of, it's sentimental because I only know where we came from, me and my wife, right? And if I cry, I'm sorry. Because, this right here is one of the church videos probably saved my life. I was diabetic. My blood glucose was 250, 300 every time. And I saw his video, and it caught my attention. And I told my wife, I'm going to buy it. She was like, no, don't buy it. The reason why is because I tried everything. I was desperate. I was on 6 medications daily. And my blood glucose never dropped. And I heard this man's video. I bought the product. When I bought that product in less than 2 weeks, I was under 100. I was 98, 99. I was in the 80s. And I cried. I told Trent, I called him crying. I said, Trent, thank you for that video. That video changed my life. And it probably even saved my life. So that's what's pushing me to be here today. Because you guys can save lives just like Trent did. How we're doing. And we're owners of a moving company in Houston, Texas. Okay, for over 20 years. The little bit of money we had, we invested in a crypto company. This crypto company crashed. We lost all our money. We were struggling with our bills, and I was so happy with the product that I would talk about it everywhere I went, right? And the first person that I talked to was at an ice cream shop inside the mall. They bought it. They bought it. This lady had told me, she was sitting there with some crutches and a bandage around her foot. And I asked her, she told me, she was like, I wish I could have one of those ice creams. I was like, why? Why you can't have one? She was like, they just amputated my toe. Diabetic. Good. I didn't care about the $10 referral, that they were giving out. I was caring about the person. Trent called me when I had like 6 or 7 referrals, right? And he was like, Mario, I see that you're referring the product. But why don't you promote it in your community, Hispanic community? So I started doing it. And I wasn't, I only had about 7 or 8 when he was like, look, I want you to come to Vegas, to the Method. When we went to the Method, I came out crying. I had a different mindset. My mind was like on a different level. From being an owner of a company to, staying comfortable in the same place where I was at. It wasn't taking me anywhere. I would have to shut down my business to travel. And what we did is we started pushing it after the method. I became Centurion in about a week, right? And after I became Centurion, you know, I pushed it that full month. My wife signed up. That full month, we made over 500-600 sales, I believe, right, Trent?
That's right.
Well, when I became Centurion, I got a check of like $2,500. I was like, wow, this is real. So let me see what I could do in the whole month. The way that we did it, we were on lives 24/7. Trent would say, Mario, 3 o'clock, I'm on your live. I see you there on your live. 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, our phones would ring. We would hold a cardboard with our phone number on the live. Hey, look, you're interested, this is my number. I would tell my testimony. I had a steps, right? I would tell my testimony, talk about the medication I took, how I felt before the product and after the product, and I showed results. That's what helped me out, you know. And we were getting calls left and right. We weren't able to sleep. We weren't. We were tired, and we pushed it every day. 2-3 videos, taking advice from Trent. Then he told me, hey Mario, you know what you need to do? I know a lot of people that are doing this. Try this. And I was like, okay. So I made a video before each live that I was doing, and it would say, I would say, hey, you're struggling with diabetes, guess what? I'm on live. Come in here and I can teach you something. And I had one video like that, a little short video that went 6.8 million views.
While he was in the live.
While I was in the live. And we had thousands of people in there, and, you know, that's how we started. We never gave up, you know. A lot of people give up when they don't see results. But what I learned in this business is you have to have patience. Patience pays off. We all heard that. And it's true. You know, some people run, some people jog, some people crawl. But we will all make it there. Never give up. And I made it to the, you know, working so much, I had so much stress on me that I even went to the hospital. My face was numb. The doctor said, you don't have anything. It's not a stroke, it's nothing, it's just stress. He told me what I was doing. I was like, look, I'm doing this, trying to teach people about their health. He was like, well, you know what? Your health is important too. Calm down, kick back a bit. And that's where Nancy jumped in, right? She jumped in and started helping me with the sales. She was never in my lives. I would always tell her, Nancy, get in, Nancy, get in. She would poke her nose. You could only see her nose. She would read the comments, right? She would read the comments of, you know, the people that were in there while I was teaching them something about, you know, their health. The reason why I'm able to talk freely is because of my experience. I went through high blood pressure, fatty liver, diabetes. I was almost 300 pounds. I lost over 50 pounds. And we're the ones that could walk somebody through, you know, guide them through their you know, their journey. Thank you. Thank you. It's just the nerves. They're going away now, right? They're going away, so I feel a little bit better. Thank you, guys. So we just started pushing it. You know, whatever we plant is what we're going to receive, right? So if you put more time into your job, your work, what you guys do, you're gonna grow a tree that gives a lot of fruit. Now, we have people that come and go that they jump in, they like it and everything, but when they don't see nothing, they don't want to do the work, they don't want to do nothing, they don't receive anything and they just back out. This is not that. There's a lot of people that needs to know about this product that you guys can save their lives. And, you know, I just thank Trent for giving me this opportunity. Last night, I didn't even get a lot of rest. I was flipping back and forth. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? You know, I had it written down, but, you know, it comes from my heart, from my experience, what I learned in this company, right? And I bring it to you guys with all my heart, and I hope it helps you guys out.